Alrighty, folks, if you're just joining us now, this is Shadow's S-Rank guide. I'm going to be going ahead and going from a fresh save file so we don't have uninhibited mode and comments on my Sonic commentated video that got a good amount of likes asked for this. So I figure, why not? Let's do it. Additionally, just for me, I'm going to be using the straight jump dash type just for some fun. Let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. It's the second main character. Yes. It's gonna be weird using the straight homing attack. I can't even remember the last time I used it. Alrighty, very important thing is that red enemy you saw there. There are certain enemy formations that have a leader, and you destroy that leader, it destroys all the enemies, which is very good for comboing. That first combo, we just got 10,000 points. In every stage for Shadow, other than Rouge's Tropical Jungle, you need 50,000 points in order to get the S rank. But thankfully, I guess thankfully and not so thankfully, in Rouge's Tropical Jungle, you have to get 52,000 points for whatever reason. But her stage is littered with enemies, so that'll be one of the easier S ranks, actually. Nice. We don't want to hit that rainbow ring. Rainbow rings actually completely nullify your combo bonus. So a lot of people really like doing score attack with Shadow just because of his air ability, the Chaos Spear allowing you to just kind of stop in place to allow for your second homing attack, because in Sonic P-06, Chaos allowed you to do 2 homing attacks if you do your air action in between. Gonna get a ton of points here. And one thing we want to do is actually delay going into the portal, or else we don't get that point bonus. And literally, not even in section 2 of White Acropolis, we already have 50,000 points. So I'm just going to go ahead and go straight to the end of the stage here. Are you doing this like a non-speed run? Nah, yeah, I'm just playing the game. You know, it's an S-rank guide. I don't think a guide would be very useful if I played it like how I played it, because I'm in the 0.001% of people that have like probably well over 800 to 1,000 hours in this game at this point. So, yeah. Just playing the game, blasphemy. I know. I know. What am I doing? We can go ahead and just destroy these searchlights. Interesting that I mean, obviously, this is how they sounded in the original game, but each jump dash type, I believe, has its own sound effect. Use Chaos Spear to take out that searchlight. I think we got it. We did not. We go ahead and do a high jump here. That's A plus X, if you don't know. That got it. And we already got that one. Did we get the 1, 2, 3? Yes. Okay, we're good. Casual run dead? Can the casual run be dead? Is that even possible? But we'll go ahead. I'll try to refrain from using the high jump as much as possible, because it is kind of tricky to do. But it's not too bad. Again, we have well over 50,000 points. I'm just kind of messing around now. But if you don't get 50,000 points out of the first section of White Acropolis, there are a ton of enemies here to combo off of. Instead of straight retail would be cool. I want to play retail as it is, Loke. Legacy of Solaris is definitely something I want to check out after the retail stream. I just feel like my first time back with 06 being a modded playthrough would be kind of lame, personally. We're seeing Shadow not being an edgelord. I mean, he's not really that much of an edgelord in Sonic Prime. He's pretty good there. Kingdom Valley. This one we're going to be using Rouge's section to great effect. She has a lot of enemies that we can destroy for lots of comboing and lots of points. Section 3 of this stage is also really good for getting points as well. Legacy of Solaris will be streamed? I mean, I don't see why not. I think modding the original 06 would be pretty cool to do from time to time, but definitely not something I would do on the regular. Okay, so with Rouge, we have to collect keys here, of course. I'm going to grab the first 2, and then wherever the last one is, you know, we'll just wait to collect it, of course. But I think eventually Legacy of Solaris will be streamed. P-06 is my thing. I don't like going to other games because it's not really what I want to do, and it's not what a lot of people want me to do, because obviously I get the most viewers and most views when I do P-06 stuff. So, you know, I try to stay specifically to P-06, which is not a problem for me because I love this game. So, if it isn't obvious. We can go ahead and destroy these enemies here. Why not? But as you can see, there are just a ton of enemies for Rouge to destroy here. You can keep the combo going pretty good as well, because climbing makes the combo meter tick down a lot less quickly. Kind of like how Sonic's bounce attack does. 360 things only for Crisis City. Oh yeah, it's a Crisis City snowboard exclusive right there. What's up, Kaze? How you doing? I would like some rings. I tend to die more times than I like to admit. Here, are there rings here? Where's some rings? And are there no rings around here? Wow, there really aren't. Oh, here we are. Oh, there were some rings right there. Again, another leader, good for starting a combo. Destroy that, destroy those enemies on top of it, and we can glide combo this guy. I think we should be able to make this one too. Nice, getting a little combo there. This is a place with great combo potential here. Not hitting the ground is a little bit hard with these more beefier enemies, because Rouge doesn't have a great way of dealing with multi-target enemies that are small, like these guys. The bigger enemies she can kind of like circle her glide into, but not the small fry, unfortunately. But as you can see here, we're going to be ending Rouge's section with 27,000 points, and there's still a lot of stage to go. This is just YouTube vid material, or I mean, of course it's YouTube vid material, but obviously it's stream material too, because I'm currently streaming. I mean, personally, I think of YouTube and Twitch as basically two different ways for you guys to experience the same medium. There are times where I do stuff exclusively for Twitch, and there are times I do stuff exclusively for YouTube. But it's not my intention to be like, oh, you're getting a unique experience if you come to the Twitch, or you're getting a unique experience when you come to YouTube. I just like, you know, having what I do available to people in whatever way they find best. Because some people like just watching the YouTube. Some people like just watching the Twitch. That's fine. But of course, I try to keep things fresh and do some different stuff. Get the director's cut. Yeah, the Zack Snyder version on Twitch. Yeah, the digital deluxe version. Oh, really? So you get the base game with a bunch of useless material? I literally, like, all I know is that it's, like, long. I don't know anything about, like, Zack Snyder other than that. I just thought it'd be a funny joke. Want to see a Stummo Fortnite stream? You're not the first person to say that. You probably won't be the last, and it's definitely not going to happen. At least, see, because the thing is one thing I've learned very quickly is to never say never when it comes to stuff, but it's definitely not going to happen anytime soon. Or maybe one day a new Battle Royale game will come out and I'll get thousands of viewers and then switch to that forever. Hey, what's up, TL? How you doing? We are almost hitting that 50,000 point threshold again. Like I said, the combo potential just with Shadow being more combat focused, so naturally his stages have more enemies. Just being able to do that stuff is really cool. Drive waiting for silver. I don't know why you guys say that. I'm not squeezing it dry. People asked for this. There's a comment on my YouTube video with a lot of likes that asked for an S rank guide, and I said, why not? Figured it'd be something a little different from the normal speedrunning fare as well. Yeah, I didn't just do this. I was planning on doing Shadow speedruns today. Because I still want to get that sub 21 in Shadow's story. Which is, if we have extra time, which I think we will, I will be doing that later this stream. 46,000 points. I think with the time bonus, we'd be good. We just completed the stage, but at this point, I kind of just want to hit the 50,000. Ooh, I think we'll hit the 50,000. Let's go. The rings. It's okay. It's okay. All goal missions. So I have a secret to tell you guys, right? I've actually been playing Sonic and the Secret Rings a little bit. I'm all the way through. I'm on emulator, and I'm with the like not using the Wiimote. I mapped the Wiimote stuff to the buttons. And it's kind of fun only in the fact that I haven't experienced it before, but I don't think I'll go back to it. I got to Pirate Storm, and I'm kind of running out of steam on playing it, to be honest. Using Dolphin, yeah. Dolphin is by far the best emulator I've ever used. Whoever, like, made Dolphin, like, kudos. It's a fantastic emulator. Alrighty, Crisis City. Similarly to Sonic's, there's 4 sections in this stage, tons of rings, tons of enemies. Really, really easy to S rank with Shadow. Yeah, Dolphin is insane. I mean, only, like, Dolphin, unlike every other emulator, like, naturally enhances the game. Like, you don't have to change any settings or do anything. Like, you can, instead of it being the reverse, where it's like, normally the emulator, you know, kind of just plays it how it is, and then you have to change the settings to make the game better. Like, Dolphin just naturally makes the game look better, and you, if you want to, can change the settings to look more like the original experience. The spin dash looks and feels amazing. Yes, I agree. My personal thing, and this is just me, I guess, projecting, is that I don't like the idea of the spam dash. What I would prefer, you know, for some more, you know, I guess complex physics-based stuff, is having just pressing the X button. Kind of like with the somersaults. Basically, kind of how the somersault and spin dash work in SA2, except instead of the crappy somersault, you would just roll. Kind of like SA1. All right, I have no rings, so I want to be a little bit careful here. Dolphin, it has a virus in it. Yeah, most of the time, your computer reads it as malware. I mean, that's just... You need to be careful on what you download, what emulators you download and use. Big fat W for base P5. What? You mean Persona 5? Map tilting forward on the remote, on the Wiimote, on the stick? Why would I do that? I mean, moving the Wiimote forward is a button press. What? Oh, the save. The save. Getting bonked by the enemy there somehow. The save. I think that should be good. 17,000 points beginning of section 2. I can accept that. On my PS3, Nintendo sending the SWAT team. I mean, at least Nintendo and Xbox are kind of doing something about it with like the Game Pass and stuff, which is nice, but it's just like, man, they're literally sitting on money. Like, they could release like the GBA emulator and sell every GBA game on the Switch for like $2 a piece. You could literally make the Pokemon games $10, like Emerald and Fire Red and shit, and people would eat that shit up. Like $9.99. How I played without motion controls. Oh, so there's a Reddit post on how to do it. Like shaking the Wiimote, I mapped to a button press. The control stick is tilting. I set B. I don't actually remember what I set B to. Yeah, I recommend looking up. There's a Reddit post. Or if you really want to, I'm not entirely sure if he did this for Sonic and the Secret Rings. But Pariah, the person I've talked about before who does the Sonic is Always Good stuff, they have a spreadsheet on the best way to play every Sonic game. And I would assume that spreadsheet has a link to the best way to set up Dolphin controls for Sonic and the Secret Rings. Also, chat, something I realized that I didn't realize until literally yesterday is that Sonic 3 Air, I have been playing on like a version that's 4 years old. So I updated to the newest version of Sonic 3 Air, and let me tell you, holy shit, I love Sonic 3 and Knuckles on a level that I had not loved it before. The upgraded shields is a pretty cool idea, being able to use the classic shield. I don't know what the intention is with the supersonic shield ability. I tried it and it didn't do anything, but I kind of like the super dash being kind of like a precursor to the hyper dash that you get. In fact, I kind of like the super dash better than the hyper dash. Knuckles Chaotix at Goodwill for $4? No, I didn't. That's pretty cool though. I would love to find a physical copy of Retail 06. I have it digitally downloaded on my Xbox, so I'm not worried about it, but my brother traded it in a long time ago because he was like, this game sucks. You'll never play it. So I don't have it anymore. Not had it in a long time. I recommend re-downloading it because the newer versions have an auto updater, but I don't know when that was put in. Like, playing the latest version of Sonic 3 Air is awesome. Yeah, but does anybody know? Because I tried looking it up, like, what the shield feature for Supersonic is. You have it for $20? Interesting. I wouldn't pay more than $5 because that's what I paid for the digital edition. I would honestly just pay for the case at this point. Sonic Battle? No, I haven't, but I've played Sonic Battle. In fact, I played Sonic Battle a lot when I was a kid. I don't know why. I don't even remember how I got Sonic Battle. I think it was a used game. Keep your shield and turn super? Wait, really? I thought it meant the insta shield. Because like I pressed A with the shield and it did the sound effect, but it didn't actually like do anything. That's really cool if that's the case. Yeah, I just feel like that one and upgraded shields, like it doesn't explain enough. Thinking of Sonic and the Black Knight with Dolphin. I haven't played Sonic and the Black Knight yet. That's next on my backlog of stuff to do, but I'm playing through in my free time, which I have more of now, but I have maybe an hour to an hour and a half of free time during the days right now. So like right now I'm kind of playing Minecraft and just seeing how ridiculous I can be with it. I'm doing hardcore and I know jokes spawned right next to a village and I was like, well, I'm gonna try to see how quickly I can make an iron farm. So I'm making an iron farm as fast as possible. Wow. 6 minutes, but ending with 49,660 points. Selmo S&P? Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Minecraft is cringe? I don't think Minecraft is cringe at all. I think you're watching the wrong... Like, if you think Minecraft is cringe, that's fine. I want to make it sound like I'm mad at you or anything. But I think that Minecraft... Or that I think that a lot of the super popular Minecraft content is pretty rough. Anyway, Shadow's Flame Core here. A lot of mandatory fight sections. So, again, kind of a stage where you're pretty much guaranteed the S rank. Calling out Dream setting up the boxing fight. I literally have no idea. I literally have... zero knowledge of any pop culture whatsoever, so I can't be calling out anything. One of my favorite things that's happened is when I released the like one of my very first custom stage videos. It was like playing the custom stages, or no, I titled it because Bomb Battlefield was a thing. I titled it when your Sonic game isn't Mario enough, and people were calling out this other YouTuber and I was like, I literally have not heard of this person in my entire life. Who is this? Thought it was pretty funny. Also, Shadow has his first 3 Chaos abilities by default. So if you want to use Chaos Snap, Chaos Lance, and the Chaos Blast, you can, just out of the box. I personally hope it's something that Chaos separates into separate upgrades just because it'd be fun to collect them. But I don't really mind Shadow having them naturally either. Saw that video I made last time? What video I made last time? I've made a lot of videos. Or do you mean the custom stage video I was talking about? and Twitter went to war. I mean, Frontiers is definitely not a Sonic game for everybody. I don't even know if it'd be possible for people to make a Sonic game, like for anyone, even a fan developer, to make a Sonic game for everybody at this point. Because Sonic's just had so many different incarnations. I'm gonna be honest too, I've tried replaying Frontiers a couple more times since that second stream I did of it. And man, I just have the exact same feelings I had when I first played it. This parts would cost a lot more. Sonic Omens is such a good game. Sonic Omens is a game everybody likes. Every gameplay style has one level. Well, obviously you can't satisfy everybody, but I don't think you could go... I mean, P-06 I think can be pretty close. It's a fairly decent recreation of the classics, like physics-wise. There are physics in it. I don't think they're perfect. And I think that, you know, the characters could react to terrain a little bit more, especially considering we have the spam dash, so if you don't like reacting to terrain, you have the spam dash. It's a fully 3D game, you know, so the camera doesn't change like crazy. The camera actually works really well in P-06. I think it's an underappreciated part of this game is how well the camera works. Also, again, we're at 49,000 points. Hey, what's up, Tech? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. It's been a long time, man. Omens is a game when it wants to be. Oh my goodness. A TLBG14. Thank you so much for following the channel and getting us to 15 followers away from 1,000 in that Retail 06 stream. Oh my goodness. It's almost here, folks. Got life happening? Hey, it's no big deal. No big deal. I'm always going to be here. Well, okay. Maybe not always, but for the known future, I plan on being here. At least 4 days a week, so. And also, guys, if you didn't see my post in the Discord, there was no stream yesterday, as I'm sure you noticed. But I'm moving that stream to Friday. And then hopefully that is the very last time, at least on the current streaming schedule, that I'm going to have to move a stream. Alrighty. We're well above 50,000 points, so, you know, if you do what I do to get to the end of Flame Core, there you go. And no excuses, because I'm using the straight homing attack. Stands on Persona 3. I've never played a Persona game. Follow this idiot. Oh, I appreciate it, Kuriru. Need this Retail 06 playthrough? I think it'd be fun. Well, what I think, chat, is can we get 1,000 followers before the 2-year stream anniversary? The 2-year stream anniversary, I believe, is January 21st. So we've got a little under 2 weeks. I think of SRB2, I think it's awesome. Perfect. I think SRB2 is a game that has a little something for everybody. I think it would be almost perfect if Metal Sonic had a boost of sorts to kind of satiate the people who really like the boost games. I think SRB2 is fantastic. I sound like the IGN guy. What IGN guy? I hope it's a guy that people like. But yes, that's a challenge there. Can we get it before January 21st, the 2-year streaming anniversary? And if that's the case, the 12-hour stream this year will be Sonic 06. So, well, hopefully, you know. Because I'm not getting the capture card until we hit 1,000. So, earlier the better. All right, Radical Train. Again, it's a 2-section stage, and most of our points are going to come from this section since the second section's kind of an on-rail shooter with the motorbike and stuff. I think we have a pretty generous time bonus here. Shadow, Unlike Sonic, Shadow's 100% we really didn't look into because he only has one upgrade, the Memory Shard Light, for S ranking all of his stages. And it doesn't change his gameplay that much to where it'd be like cool, unlike Sonic with all his different gems. So the never good guy to come back and apologize? Well, that may be what he thinks. I don't think he needs to apologize if that's his opinion. Oh, went a bit of speed running mode there. I'm gonna go ahead and gamble that there is in fact a generous time limit. And it is boring AF. Wait, what are you talking about, Kariru? Fun little fact here. We rarely see the motorcycle on stream, but the motorcycle here, or any of Shadow's vehicles for that matter, if you are in Chaos Boost, you have infinite ammo. Pretty cool little nod to Shadow the Hedgehog. Let's go ahead and do this the normal way. Just hold down that RT since we are in Chaos Boost mode. Whoa! Doing a little motorcycle trick there. 100% Shadow Run. Remember Goldfish? Dude, I was literally in 3 different conversations. We were talking about the Sonic is never good guy, and then your message. And then it was like, whoa. Sonic Prime was really nice. Yes, I agree. I love Sonic Prime. Time bonus, very generous on Radical Train. So you can definitely rely on it for getting that S rank. All right, moving on to Aquatic Base. Aquatic Base, again, another stage in Shadow's story where you can just get insane combos. Like, I'm pretty much just gonna try to play the stage as fast as possible. Sonic Heroes was never good. You take that back. I love Sonic Heroes. Okay, I don't love Sonic Heroes. I love Team Sonic, Team Dark, and Super Hard. Those are the things about Sonic Heroes I love. Team Rose and Team Chaotix, and I don't know. Fuck off, I guess. I don't have uninhibited mode, so rings would probably be nice to have. I finished Sonic Frontiers? Yes. I finished it. I've gone through the whole game vanilla twice. Also, what's up, GTD? How you doing? Every Sonic game has something to offer. Yeah, something to offer. But I just want the only Sonic game, in my mind, official Sonic game, because I can recommend all of Sonic Robo Blast 2. I can recommend all of Sonic Project 06 as it stands right now. The only official Sonic games that I can recommend with my whole heart is Sonic 2 and Sonic 3. Whole game is great. Sonic 3 and Knuckles, to be specific, since I know someone's out there is gonna be like, well, technically, Stelmo. Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 are the only games I can wholeheartedly say you're gonna have a good time throughout 99% of the game. Sonic 2 is overrated? I don't think Sonic 2 is overrated. I think Sonic 2 over Sonic 3 has the pacing down much better. Sonic 3 can definitely seem bloated, especially if you play it all at once. I personally really like the challenge of Metropolis Zone. Like, it's kind of like you played through all these zones and now you just have, like, this terrible enemy placement and stuff. And it's kind of just like, yeah, this is Eggman's base. Of course he put some cheap enemy placements there. Game design-wise, I mean, like, but, you know. I don't like that it has 3 acts, though. That's for sure. And I know that's because of cut content or whatever. But why do you think Sonic 2 is overrated? Sonic 1, even with Sonic 1 Forever, I don't know. Sonic 1 is rough. Bit of a Super Sonic fan, it was good for you. That's good. No, I know. I agree with you. I think that 3 acts of Metropolis is rough. Kariru, I think you might be behind, which might contribute to my goldfish nature. You not recommend 100% of Mania? Oh, I'm gonna be completely honest. I completely forgot about Sonic Mania Gormless. I would recommend Sonic Mania Base. I don't think Encore mode is really that worth it, but I mean, like, you pretty much can only get Sonic Mania with the Plus add-on nowadays, so Well, Mania just doesn't have the staying power, and I think that's because it's not original. Like, most of the game not being original, I think, is its biggest problem. Because the physics are great, like, characters are great, and everything like that. Base Mania had a physical version? Did it? I thought it didn't. I thought the only physical versions came with Mania Plus. Oh, for like PlayStation and stuff. Oh, they silently dropped it after Plus? Really? Perfect. Yeah, Encore mode. I mean, it's cool seeing the levels in like a different theme, but like, I mean, playing as 2 extra characters is cool. Yeah, Aquatic Base, really easy stage. Wave Ocean can be a bit tough. Omega doesn't really have good combo potential, so it's really important to destroy almost every enemy you can with him on this stage. But thankfully, Shadows Section 3, the very beginning, or Shadows part of Section 2 when you switch back from Omega, has a bunch of enemies, so that's really helpful in terms of getting the S rank. What I am thankful for is that the hang glider sections are not very important to getting an S rank in this game. But it exists. That's interesting. You're still zooming through this? I mean, 30 minutes. That's pretty good. We still got 3 stages to go. I mean, it's kind of hard to take the speedrunner out of the out of the game, you know. But you know, I'm trying to, you know, play as casually as possible. I'm gonna get a good combo here, and then that should finish it off. Maybe Gatling gun mode? I don't know. It's just really hard to combo with Omega. But thankfully, there are just so many enemies in the stages that the combo potential really doesn't matter. 2022 GDQ? AGDQ and SGDQ? I haven't really watched many runs from either. I think I watched Oats and Goats' Kaizo Metroid because I love Metroid, and Oats and Goats he was not my first streamer, but Oats and Goats has definitely been my favorite streamer consistently throughout the throughout the place. Leo Win, thank you so much for the follow, bringing us to 14 followers before 1,000. Can we get there before January 21st, folks? Support Mania. I'm pretty sure Hedge Mod Manager is only for Origins. I don't know if it supports Mania. But I mean, the Mania mod loader is pretty good, so. Thoughts on Federation Force? I never played it. I've also played only a little bit of Prime. I really need to sit down and play Metroid Prime. I think I honestly might play Prime, because I played it on the GameCube, and I enjoy playing it on the GameCube just fine, but I might try the trilogy version of Metroid Prime instead, because I think I have played a little bit of Metroid Prime 3, and I really like being able to use the pointer control. I think that that's like one game where it really excels. That's what I did. Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. The only thing I don't like is having to do like fetch quests in order to progress, and I don't. What's really steered me away from the Prime games is having to do like the artifact quests and stuff. I know in Prime 3 it's not as bad, but it's just like, I'll just stick to my 2D Metroid. Super Metroid is one of my favorite games of all time. I actually got into speedrunning with Super Metroid. I do have a time on Deer Tier. It's not good and there's no video associated with it, but who knows? Maybe with a capture card. A very broken game. Oh yeah, I know. I've watched a lot of speedruns. I'm very familiar with the Prime games from speedrunning. But I've played, in terms of the ones that I played a lot, I've played Zero Mission, AM2R, Super, Fusion, and Dread a poop ton. I've never played the original Metroid 2. I don't think that's necessary. Samus Returns, I don't really want to pull out a 3DS for that. I think I'm kind of past that. But I got my exposure to Super Metroid for the first time through the Wii Virtual Console. The Super Nintendo you see behind me with the Japanese Super Metroid in it was from a friend when I got super into speedrunning the game. AM2R, yes, that's another Metroid 2 remake. It's a fan game. It had about 10 years of development remaking Metroid 2, which unfortunately got DMCA'd. And I'm not entirely sure because I've never done my own research on this, but take my word for it. You know, people are like, oh, Nintendo DMCA'ing. I'm pretty sure, because I've heard this from several different sources, that there is a donation link on Milton Gwasti's download page for AM2R. And that's like obviously a massive no-no. So I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not. But if that's the case, then I mean, like, come on. Like, don't do that. Fun little trick you can do here. You can get a, you can do a spin dash off the side of this crate and go over the invisible wall. And then just hop on over. You don't have to fight all those enemies. We have over 50,000 points, so we can just kind of cruise to the end of the stage. Hello, Dave. Goodbye, Dave. Thank you for keeping us safe in Wave Ocean all those times, but your services are no longer required. Do 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 do. What about Sonic Prime? Zero Mission was my first one. Zero Mission's great. The only one I have a hard time with is Fusion, because I just like the non-linearity of the Metroid series is really what gets me into it. Like, I love how basically the design philosophy of Zero Mission was, if regular Samus was in this room, how would she get out? Like, no upgrade Samus. Because pretty much the entire game has a bunch of shortcuts and secrets to, like, get around. You can get Screw Attack early, Varia early. You can skip the long beam entirely. Anyway, back to what we're doing. S-rank in these stages, Dusty Desert. Dusty Desert, we can pretty much ignore this first section. In order to ignore this first section, you want to hit the trigger, which is just to the right of this destructible wall. And it unlocks the cage. You can kind of, you know, back up with the hover car and stuff to reach it if you didn't quite get it. But basically for newer people who are newer to the game, just destroy that destructible wall and you'll pretty much hit it every single time. Dave will be remembered. But yeah, basically our goal here to get the S rank. I don't remember if we S rank in the speed run or not. Because in that case you can just do a speed run of Dusty Desert. But you know, I'll try to destroy some extra enemies and try to combo as much as I can with Omega here. You never played Metroid? I highly recommend picking one up. I would personally say pick up Zero Mission or Metroid Fusion as your first if you don't care about story. If gameplay is, you know, what you care about, pick up those. Or, well, I guess Zero Mission's technically from the beginning. So if you don't care about story, pick up Zero Mission or Fusion. If you care about story, pick up Zero Mission first. And then after Zero Mission, obviously I'm going to say play Samus Returns. If you don't want to play on the 3DS, you can play AM2R. Then play Super Metroid. Then play, you know, if you really like Super Metroid, I'd recommend the Prime games. If you don't really like Super Metroid, you might not like Prime as much. But then definitely go for Dread. Yeah, I think Zero Mission is probably the best first. But if you want more of an action-packed game, I'd suggest Fusion instead. Play AM2R. There are some fan patches for AM2R. Milton Gwasti wasn't involved in it, obviously, because he got a personal letter addressed to him from Nintendo, so I wouldn't touch... I would imagine he wouldn't touch AM2R with a 27-foot pole. Again, I definitely wouldn't ask him to take that risk. But some people have fan patched it. I don't know what version it's on. The last one I played was version 1.5. Definitely has some nice additions. I don't know what every patch includes, but yeah. I don't know how generous the time bonus is for Dusty Desert. I think it's fairly good. Because they, you know, really expected you to take your time in this one. As you know, it's the big gauntlet before the showdown with Mephiles. Don't touch it. All right, let's go ahead and actually platform, maybe? AM2R is mid, but Nest Metroid is good? I can't tell if you're memeing or not. I would avoid Nestroid but like the plague unless you're really curious in how the series started. I can understand you thinking AM2R is mid though. I think the biggest fault of AM2R, I agree with the geek critique in this one, is that it's a remake of Metroid 2. And Metroid 2, while good in some cases, the general structure of the game is pretty rough. Don't touch it. That is a good line. I agree. All right, even without all the rings, I think the time bonus is going to help us out here. And we've also got a huge swarm of enemies right before the goal ring here to defeat. Buy Mania plus the DLC on Steam. I mean, I don't think Epic Games... I mean, does Mania... Like, do the mod loaders have issue with Mania being on the Epic Store? Because if that was the case, I would suggest getting the whole Steam version. But if that's not the case, then I don't see why not to buy it on the Epic Games Store. I mean, Epic Games isn't different from Steam in any way, really. It's just a place where you can buy games. All right, I'm certain that this will take us over 50,000. Let's go. Yeah, look at that. 4 minutes with a 28,000 time bonus. Definitely nothing to worry about there. Cha-ching. All right, final stage with Shadow. Being on Epic Games. Isn't it on Epic Games? Or am I crazy? Alrighty, for Rouge's Tropical Jungle, enemy combos are your best bet here. There are tons of enemies in this stage. Like, a ton of... Excuse me, a ton of enemies in this stage. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if, like, you told me that this has the most enemies in the entire... Like, the entire game. In this one stage. Real good place for points here. Grab this invincibility and then combo all these guys. They're inactive, so you can literally just, you know, stomp on them or do a little glide. You know, gliding into them to do constant damage. And yeah, just here we are, 21,000 points, and we don't even have a key yet. Belongs to Aquatic Base. Shadow's Aquatic Base? Maybe. I don't know, dude. There are a lot of enemies in this stage. Sonic Colors Ultimate? Oh, really? I don't think... I would imagine it's just a matter of time before Colors Ultimate makes it to Steam. Maybe there was a contract with Epic Games that it couldn't be on any other platform. And they would, like, push it or something. Stage went from holding A to a legit stage, yeah. I think there's a lot of merit in actually score attacking. I know Rio, who's in the 06 speedrunning Discord, and, you know, the P-06, it's the same Discord. 06 and P-06 speedrunning Discord, he really, really likes score attacking this game. So, there's definitely, like, a place for it. It's really fun, especially with Sonic, seeing what combos you can get just because the bounce attack has a lot more potential than Chaos Spear does. But yeah, I'd love to see a score attack for, like, Rouge's Tropical Jungle. That seems really, really interesting to me. Just because gliding, the potential with gliding and the martial arts and stuff is really cool. Where's it, KV? I don't think... I mean, KV... Section 1 has a lot of enemies, but the other sections in Kingdom Valley don't really have that many. Oh, you can climb these? I did not know you could climb these. You learn something new every day. Huh. This is a bit awkward there. Chaos, fix your game, please. Or something like that. Yeah, look at that. 40,000 points. We're definitely in no trouble of getting the S rank here. 06 collision moment. I mean, it makes sense. I think gameplay-wise, even though it doesn't make, like, sense, I think it, like, is good that you can, in fact, do that. Again, another place with huge amount of enemies. Again, just kind of for lulz. Want to get the Want to get over the 50,000 just on score alone. Faithful to the original, it's beautiful. All right, let's grab our second key here. Can we climb these? We can't. So we can climb on air, but we can't climb a log. Very interesting. Alrighty. Hop up here. And we're done. So that was getting all of the S ranks in Shadow's story. I hope for all the people who liked it, I will put on screen who commented for the S rank videos here because I can't remember their name at the moment, but thanks for suggesting it. It was honestly a lot of fun to do this. Unlocking the memory shard light, very cool. Thanks for playing. Oh, don't worry, Chaos. There's plenty more I want to do, but I don't think I've really even shown the credits before on this. You can see it anytime in the extras menu, but just to show it off right there, all the people that have worked on this game and a lot more. But yeah, if you're on the YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.